The call came while I was staring at the ceiling, counting the hairline cracks I'd memorized over 13 years of marriage. My daughter-in-law's voice cut through the room like glass. "If you want to join Thanksgiving," she shouted over clattering dishes, "come wash the dishes." Silence swallowed my end of the line. I pictured my wife's laugh in the background. Too loud, too rehearsed, the kind people use when they're performing innocence. I replied with one word: enjoy. The line went dead. My phone buzzed again and again, notifications stacking like unpaid debts. Photos this time, sent accidentally, I was sure. A wide balcony, snow-laced mountains, a villa in Switzerland I'd bought quietly months ago in a name she'd never bothered to learn. I didn't open them. I already knew what was coming. I'd said deal when she told me she wanted to date others. I said it calmly, clinically, like I was signing off on a routine contract. She mistook that calm for weakness. Everyone does. She said it over dinner, fork paused midair, eyes bright with the thrill of control. "I want to date others," she said. Then, almost as an afterthought, "But you can't." I remember the hum of the refrigerator, the way the light reflected off her glass of wine. Red, always red when she lied. I didn't argue, didn't ask why. I smiled. Deal. Her shoulders loosened. Victory, she thought. She kissed my cheek like a queen sparing a servant. That night, I lay awake beside her, listening to the cadence of a woman already rehearsing someone else's name in her sleep. The clues came softly after that. A shirt missing, a calendar event deleted but not erased, a scent, cheap cologne pretending to be confidence. When I came home early one afternoon, the door wasn't locked. He was there, her college rival, the man she'd spent years mocking for his ambition, his hunger, his envy. He wore my shirt. He was cooking. He froze when he saw me, pans sizzling, lies burning. She appeared behind him, face draining of color. I nodded, polite, detached. Then I left. No scene, no questions. Questions are for people who still hope. I became quiet after that. Not suspicious quiet, dangerous quiet. I watched. Phone records don't lie. They hesitate. That hesitation is everything. Hotel charges under work travel, private messages archived but not deleted. A joint account she assumed I never checked. I checked everything. At dinner, I asked about her day. She answered easily, too easily. Inside, my thoughts sharpened. I didn't need proof for emotion. I needed proof for precision. I ordered copies of documents she never thought mattered. Marriage contracts, beneficiary updates, power of attorney forms she'd signed without reading. She liked to feel important. I let her. At night, she slept peacefully. I lay awake, mapping exits. The calm became a weapon. She sensed it. People always do. "Are you okay?" she asked once. I looked at her, really looked. I've never been clearer. She laughed nervously. That's when I knew she was afraid. The final confirmation arrived on a Tuesday morning. A file, thin, precise. I read it once, then again, then I closed it and went to work. That evening, I placed the folder on the table between us. No speech, no accusation. She opened it. Her hands began to shake before she reached the last page. "No," she whispered, "you don't understand." I sat back, watched. "I understand perfectly." She cried, loudly, desperately, the way people do when the performance finally collapses. I didn't touch her. I didn't raise my voice. I said, "Deal," I reminded her. "You assumed the terms were yours." Her knees hit the floor. It wasn't dramatic. It was gravity. The revenge wasn't a shout. It was a sequence. Accounts frozen, legally. Invitations rescinded, quietly. A public image corrected, methodically. I sent nothing myself. I let systems speak. When she saw the photos of the villa, forwarded by someone who thought they were helping, my phone rang. Once, twice, 71 times. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. She came home to an empty house. No notes, no explanations, just absence arranged with care. He didn't stay. Men like that never do. Control evaporated. So did her certainty.
I heard later she tried to explain herself. No one listened. I stand on the balcony now, snow settling like forgiveness I no longer need. The air is thin here, honest. I think about who I was, the man who thought loyalty could be negotiated by fear of loss. I was wrong. Some people don't betray because they're broken. They betray because they're greedy. I didn't crush her with rage. I starved her of relevance. That's the cleanest ending there is. My phone is silent. So am I. And for the first time, nothing is missing.